What's going on? I hope you're all doing amazing and having a great day. So look, today I just want to get right into it. You already know who this is, TD Wells. TD Wells, the personal development coach, entrepreneur, and all of the above. And I'm here to help you today. So here's what I want to talk about. I'm going to make this real quick and brief. So at the end of the day, I think a lot of people, in my opinion, lack the ability to communicate. And your communication skills are what you need to develop. Now, I'm not tooting my own horn, but this is true. And I don't know if this was planned. I don't think it was. But at the end of the day, what I did at a very, very young age, 17, 18, 19, I learned and developed the door-to-door skill, like the presentation at the door, knocking on people's doors for 3 years while in college at the end of the day. And look, I'm not saying everybody has to go and knock on doors, but what I'm saying is that is an actual, to me, in my opinion, that is a 4-year college communication degree. If you can go and get in front of people and knock on doors for a year or 2 or 6 months, whatever the case may be, you're developing your ability to communicate, right? Your presentation skills. And I think that what most people, and if I were my younger self and I were you and if I were a young person right now, I would be trying to develop my ability to communicate effectively. And that's what is lacked. That's why it's very difficult for people to earn a great living, is because they're not listening. They're not listening to the other person on the other end as to what they want and how they want it and how you need to serve them. Once you understand how to serve a person and you understand what they want, from there, it's all game, right? It's your game then. And it's not a game, but at the end of the day, let's just call a spade a spade. Life is a game, right? So when we put our abilities to communicate effectively to people, we're educating them. And when you educate, you sell. And so I think what ends up happening is that a lot of times we're selling. We're trying to sell a product or an intangible product or service or whatever you want to call it, right? Tangible, it means it's an actual product, and intangible means it's a service, it's not a product. So just to kind of confirm what I meant by that, so if you didn't know what that meant. So getting back to what I was saying, so communication skills, develop the ability to communicate. Now, how do you do that? First and foremost, if your money isn't right, first of all, look at the people that you're circled around, the individuals that are around you, the individuals that you put yourself in, the environment that you put yourself in. Those people will influence and encourage whatever it is in your life, right? Those, as they say, those 5 people, you pretty much are within that circle of 5 people that you hang around with. Those individuals, you all earn within the same income. Now, if you're earning $2,000 a month, or you're earning $1 million a month, or whatever the case is, chances are you're surrounded around those individuals. So if you want to step your game up and you want to earn more than $2,000 a month, you want to earn more than $1 million a month, or whatever the case may be, then you need to find those individuals that are doing what you're doing and put yourself in their circle. Okay, now and that's the first piece. My second thing is, understand that reading is great. You have to, if you're going to read, you're gaining knowledge. That's power, right? But the problem with that is that it's not being used. So I always say applied knowledge is power. You have to implement it. You have to do it every single day. And if you're not a person or individual that doesn't like personal development, like self-help, well, then you need to start to develop that personal development, self-help type initiative. And here's what I mean by that, right? Is that a lot of times the personal development, where you are in your personal development, meaning your mental state, is pretty much where your income is. And I always say that, right? It's like, think about someone that's winning the lotto or has won the lotto. The chances of them, right, being able to sustain hanging on to that money or the money they've just won, it's pretty hard, because they've never been in that situation before. If you've never earned $50,000 a year or 100 or whatever the case may be, Well, it's going to be hard to manage that. Now, maybe you could put yourself in a circle of someone that understands how to do that. But you still need to understand that you have to educate yourself. You have to have the proper personal development, self-help skills. Now, you can start to read, you can educate yourself, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is the best power that I know of. So what I'm saying today, guys, is develop the skills to communicate effectively to whomever and whatever, in any relationship, in your friendship, in your businesses, whatever the case may be, because communication is the lack of why people don't succeed. It's why people can't get to the next level. And so I'm here to share with you that if you are able to apply those same principles that I'm telling you about, and you could develop the personal development skills to gain communication skills, whatever that may be. Now, look, I'm more than happy to, you could message me, you could send me, you can do whatever you want. I promise you, I'll share whatever it is I need to share with you. And I truly believe that if you just implement and you read 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes per day, just take a little time out of your day to do that, you're going to be a success at anything you do, right? Because you believe in yourself, number one. And number two is that you're developing the skill set that most people don't want to develop, right? You're outworking the individuals that don't really want to apply themselves to understand what the principles, what the steps are to get where they need to go. And that's really just developing the proper communication skills. And that's really what my message is about today. I hope that it was helpful. And it's not that hard, guys. It really isn't. You just have to apply yourself and do it every single day without fail. Don't stop until you get it. And then when you get it, keep going and keep going and keep going until you have effectively learned how to communicate to every walk of life and to every individual. Now, look, does that mean everybody's going to love you? Everybody's going to like you? No. But at least you understand how to effectively communicate with those people on their level or whatever level, that not that they're below you or above you, but you have to be able to set your game at a higher level, set your game at whatever level it is that you need to set that at. And that just takes a little personal development skill set. Personal development meaning, again, let me repeat that, personal development meaning reading the right books, right? And not just any book, the right self-help book. There's lots of books out there that you could read that will help you enhance the skill, but there's nothing like doing it every single day and getting in front of the right people. What I mean by that is learning the skill. And I'm going to say this last thing. Make up in numbers what you lack in skill. So what that means is that if you see enough people in your business, in your current business, and you don't have the skill set yet, I'm not saying burn through those people and just let them go. I'm saying develop the skill. So if you know that you need to see 50 people to close 10 deals, well, then you need to up your game to see 60 people so that you can close more deals. And that's all I'm really saying. And you just have, like I said, you just have to develop that mindset that when you finally understand how to effectively communicate, you may have to see less people and you may make more deals that way. So I hope that helped. You guys have an amazing day. Make it a successful one, and I'll see you at the top.